Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news all right, so let's dive into this massive potential move that's been swirling around the NFL lately. And trust me, it's big news for all 49ers fans out there. Rumors are flying that the San Francisco 49ers could be gearing up to make a game-changing move, acquiring Saquon Barkley from the Philadelphia Eagles. Now I know what you're thinking. Wait, Barkley with the Eagles? Isn't he one of their key players? Well, yes, but the buzz is that there's a deal on the table where the Eagles might trade Barkley to the Niners in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2027 draft. That's a bold move, but it could turn out to be a steal for the 49ers if it happens. And honestly, it could reshape the entire NFC West and the NFC playoff picture. Now, let's set the scene. The Eagles, sitting at 9-8 after an inconsistent season from Jalen Hurts, are reportedly flirting with the idea of trading Barkley. The Eagles are trying to bolster their cap situation, especially with A.J. Brown's contract, while also looking to improve their defense. Barkley, meanwhile, is having a stellar season. He's rushing for over 420 yards and adding 10 touchdowns in 2025, all while staying healthy after some injury setbacks in previous seasons. He's a dynamic, explosive back that can turn any play into a big gain in an instant. His ability to catch the ball out of the backfield with 52 receptions for 480 yards and 3 touchdowns only adds to his value. Let's talk about Barkley's skill set for a moment, because it's what makes him such a hot commodity. This guy is lightning in a bottle, a true home run hitter who can break through tackles like a freight train. With a career rushing total of over 200 yards, 35 rushing touchdowns, and an impressive 4.7 yards per carry, Barkley is a nightmare for defenses. His yards after contact are elite, averaging nearly 2.9 yards after contact per run, and he's got a knack for making the most out of every opportunity. His broken tackles number is staggering, with 285 in his career, showing how tough he is to bring down. Plus, his EPA, expected points added, per rush stands at a solid 0.12, meaning he consistently contributes positively to his team's offense. Now consider this. The 49ers, with Christian McCaffrey leading a versatile and powerful rushing attack, have been a nightmare for defenses when healthy. But injuries have been a concern. McCaffrey has missed some time this season, and that's where Barkley could step in and make a huge difference. The Niners could benefit from adding a player like Barkley who not only produces big yardage, but also fits perfectly with the team's run-heavy, physical style of play. San Francisco, with a cap space around $19.20 million, has the flexibility to make this move happen, especially if they restructure some contracts like George Kittle's, freeing up an extra $10 million or so. And let's not forget what Barkley could bring to the offense in terms of explosive plays. His YAC, yards after contact, per rush is among the best in the league, and he could be the missing piece to elevate the Niners' run game to another level, especially in the playoffs. Imagine him running behind that offensive line, which is already one of the best in the league, and turning those runs into 20, 30, or even 50-yard gains. That would be a nightmare for defenses trying to game plan against San Francisco. Plus, his presence could open up more space for Ayuk and Kittle, making the entire offense more balanced and unpredictable. But what about the impact on the NFC and the Super Bowl odds? Well, if Barkley joins the 49ers, it's a game changer. The odds of them winning the Super Bowl could jump from plus 6,000 to plus 2,800, reflecting just how much this signing would boost their chances. Barkley's addition would be reminiscent of Christian McCaffrey in 2022 when he transformed the Niners' offense. With Barkley in the backfield, the 49ers could see a plus 21% increase in playoff win probability against teams like the Seahawks, who are always a thorn in their side. It's not just about adding a running back. It's about elevating the entire team's dynamics and giving them that extra edge to go all the way. Now, this isn't just about the 49ers. The Eagles are also resetting their cap, with a dead money hit of around $52 million in 2026, but they're prioritizing their defense and looking to rebuild through draft picks. Trading Barkley could be a strategic move to free up cap space and acquire picks that can be used to bolster their roster elsewhere. It's a classic NFL chess game, teams balancing between winning now and planning for the future. Back to San Francisco, though. The potential acquisition of Barkley would also send a message to the rest of the league. It says that the 49ers are serious about defending their NFC crown and making yet another deep playoff run. With a backfield that already features McCaffrey, adding Barkley would create a dynamic duo that defenses simply wouldn't be able to handle. They'd be forced to pick their poison. Do they try to stop the pass, or do they stack the box against this unstoppable running duo? The answer likely favors the 49ers, especially considering the offensive line's strength and the skill of players like Kittle and Ayuk to exploit the open space. Of course, there are some questions. Will the Eagles really trade Barkley? How much will it cost? Will the 49ers be willing to give up a first-round pick in 2027? These are the big uncertainties, but if history has shown us anything, it's that the NFL offseason is full of surprises, and bold moves like this can define a franchise's future. Just think about how trades and signings in recent years have shaped the playoff landscape, from the Rams, high-profile trades, to the Chiefs, savvy draft picks. The 49ers are always in the mix for bold moves, and this could be the one that puts them over the top. Looking at the bigger picture, Barkley's arrival in San Francisco could also extend the window of contention for the team. With a defense that remains one of the league's best and an offense that's already potent, adding a player of Barkley's caliber could make them even more dangerous come January and February. It's about creating a versatile, explosive attack that can adapt to any situation, whether they need a quick strike or a sustained drive. More than that, Barkley's leadership and veteran presence could be invaluable for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. One thing's for sure, though, the 49ers are not just looking to make a splash, they're aiming to make a statement. They want to show that they're all in, that they're willing to make bold moves to secure their spot in the NFL's elite. And if Barkley does become a 49er, it'll be a move that fans will be talking about for years to come. It's not just about filling a need. It's about transforming the team's identity and pushing for that coveted Lombardi trophy. Now, I know that some of you are probably wondering about the logistics, the cap implications, and whether this really will happen. That's the nature of NFL rumors. They're exciting, but they're also speculative until they're official. Still, the signs point to a real possibility, and the 49ers have the draft capital and the roster flexibility to pull it off if they decide to go for it. Plus, with the current state of the NFC West, where the Seahawks are resurging and the Rams are always dangerous, making bold moves like acquiring Barkley could be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. All right, folks, that's the scoop for now. This potential trade is shaping up to be one of the most exciting storylines of the offseason, and if it happens, it could redefine the 49ers season and beyond. Keep your eyes peeled because this news could develop fast, and we'll be here to bring you all the updates as they happen. Whether it's rumors, official signings, or draft day surprises, the San Francisco 49ers are always in the thick of it, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Barkley would be the perfect addition to this already explosive team? Or do you feel that giving up a first-round pick might be too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the San Francisco 49ers. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. We're heading into an exciting offseason, and the future looks bright, maybe even more so if Barkley joins the squad. Let's ride this wave together, and as always, go Niners.